Everybody, it's Audrey back again with another video. It's been a little bit since I have posted a video. Summer's just getting crazy already, but I'm sharing this video today for the July Creative Scrappers reveal, and here is the sketch for the month. And this month we've teamed up with Just Nick, and there's a special cut file available, and I have cut it out here from this piece of pattern paper from the Fancy Free collection from Pink Paisley. And I think the file is called Chopsticks. So there's the photo I'm going to work with, and I used that pattern paper that had a lot of other little patterns on it. It was kind of very busy, and I'm going to kind of add something to the background here. And for some reason, I wanted to go with peach. I don't know, there's really not a lot of peach in the pattern paper, but there was kind of like a little peachy pink, maybe like tone to it. So I am trying to create a peach background. Now, I originally was going to paint this on with a brush, a big dry brush to get some brush stroke looks. I could not find my brush. I realized my kids took it and have painted something with it in the house. I have no idea what, but I'm sure I will find it soon. So I just used, this is like one of those Pampered Chef scraping tools, and I just kind of scraped the paint across my page. And I mixed a little orange with a little bit of pink to kind of get a peachy color, and of course the white gesso on the background. And I did add in a couple little smears of yellow in there. And I really like how this came out. And then I splattered on a little bit of, I think, Coral Mist Tidy Shine. After it dried, it was really too bright for me, so I really wanted to tone it down. So I'm just going through here with some white gesso once it dried and just kind of going over it to tone down the color a little bit. And there's my photo of my cute little guy on his preschool graduation day with his teachers. And so I'm kind of just gauging where the photo is going to go and what I'm going to do with those strips I cut out from the cut file. And if you look at the sketch, you see that the sketch is oriented with these lines, these strips here going horizontally. And I really wanted to work with a vertical design with this file, so I'm kind of rotating the sketch by 90 degrees. Although my photos are still side by side. Actually, I'm only using one photo, and you'll see the other square I use is like a Project Life card. I think it's a 3x3 card. But so I'm just lining up these strips, and like I said before, I picked this pattern paper because it had a lot of different prints on it. I guess it kind of looks like strips of washi tape almost, and I wanted to get a look with a lot of different patterns, but with not having to use a lot of different papers, so this was perfect. So I'm just going through seeing if I want to back my photo with anything to make it pop off the background a little bit more. And this other piece of Pink Paisley paper has a circle on it that says awesome sauce, and I just love that phrase. And I thought it was cute for my little guy, and I know that they say that at school sometimes, so I thought it was a good sentiment to put on there. These are some vellum stars from a recent 7 paper collection by Studio Calico. I'm not really sure what collection it was, but they're really pretty. Actually, I think it goes with like a baby line because there's some pink and blue and white, but the blue is perfect. I had gone through my stash before I actually started the page and picked out just some random embellishments that I thought might go with the color scheme I was going with. So I do have a couple things picked off to the side there that I'm going to add on later. So now I'm going through to gluing on all these strips, which took a little bit of time. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to line up the pattern on the papers so that I don't have a strip that's like too high or too low because they were in a certain order. So I'm just going through and I'm going to glue all these down. I am so happy that Creative Scrappers is back. I think this is only the second sketch. Yeah, this is only the second sketch reveal, but I just love working with Christine's sketches. It helps me get my pages done faster. Sketches just do that for me. And sometimes I hit a roadblock and I don't know what to do, and I think a sketch is the best way to go. So my pages always go just so quickly when I work with her sketches. I really like how the painting turned out on this page. I wasn't quite sure about using peach on a boy page, but yeah, it worked out well. So I went through and stitched down each strip, and then I kind of roughed up the edges a little bit um, of the paper on either side of the stitching lines, just to kind of give it some more depth and some more dimension. And I have splattered on some Studio Calico opaque white mist, and I wanted to add a little bit of yellow, and I went and added the Heidi Swap Color Shine in mustard, and it wasn't quite the right yellow. I need to find a better yellow that's a very good bright yellow. So I had cut this little light bulb out from a cut file, and I really wanted to use it on the page. The school my son went to, the preschool, was called Bright Beginnings, and I thought a light bulb would be perfect. I don't end up using it because I can't find the right spot to put it on the page, and I'm kind of sad I didn't use it now that I think about it, but oh well, I could probably use it on another page. I have more photos of him from this day, of course, so maybe I could use it on another page. But okay, so I had that awesome sauce circle cut out, and I love that red. It picked up some of the orangey red in the background papers. And then I thought I needed a little bit more contrasting color, and when I think of bright beginnings, I just think of something sunny and yellow and bright, so I used yellow as well. Actually, they had a room at school called the Sunshine Room. It had a big sunshine painted on it, that like one big wall where they would go and do some indoor playing when it was when the weather wasn't great outside. So okay, so I have, like I said, a few more embellishments here. These are the pink paisley fancy free puffy stickers, and I think I use an arrow from an old October afternoon chipboard sheet. I'm kind of just looking through other things here and see what I want to add. Actually, I don't really add too much more to this page. Another phrase I find here that I add, but I kind of like just the way that this design was, kind of simple. And whenever I see the sketches with circles and stars on them, I just love that combination, circles and stars. So I kind of stuck with that, as you can see from the original sketch. So I'm trying to find a place to put that light bulb. I was thinking maybe taking that awesome sauce phrase out and just making that a solid circle of color, solid color circle, and putting the light bulb on there, but it doesn't work. I liked the phrase better, so I just stuck with that. Okay, so yeah, I don't do too much more here. I think I go through, oh, I know what I do. I back my, I did want my photo to stand off more, so I do back it with some vellum here in a minute. I thought I needed a little bit more red down at that bottom right corner, so I went through and added a couple tiny punched circles just from some pattern paper. Here are the Stitch and Sew quilt block sheets from Thermoweb that I just love using behind my photos now, and they're very easy to tear. They hold paint and mixed media well, and they just add a really soft layer behind your photos to help make it stand off from the background a little bit better. So I'm going to pop that photo up, and for some reason I had a hard time, I don't know why that quilt sheet wasn't sticking well to my photo. Maybe I didn't use enough glue, or maybe, I don't know, it just wasn't sticking very well. So I tried a tape runner, and that seemed to work a little bit better. Maybe the liquid glue doesn't work so well on holding that down. I'll have to experiment with that. That card that says "Great Job" came from a little like Project Life card set, also from Studio Calico. I can't remember what their it's from their 7 paper line. One of their, it was like a back to school line. It's super cute. There's a lot of cards in that set that are great for school pages. So, as I usually do, I have laid everything out and lay it all out exactly where I want it, and then I go through and spend time gluing everything back down in place. And I've been trying to glue, like I try to glue little bits at a time, so like a little section, then move on to the next little section, and so I don't forget where things go. So That's kind of how I work when I do a page. This little phrase I'm sticking on the bottom of the photo came from one of the new from the new Ellie's Studio summer line, and it says, I think it says, "You shine so bright," which again was good for my theme. I wanted this, I forgot I had this tag to go under my photo, and I forgot to leave a space under the photo to slide the tag in, and I had put a foam strip there, so I had to take it out and leave some space to slide my tag underneath. So I'm using, these are called sticky dots. It's a sticky dot sheet to glue down these vellum stars. And what I do is I leave the cover paper on the sticky sheet, and I kind of lift it up, stick my vellum down, and then put the cover back over it, and then peel it off. And it has just all these little tiny dots, and it fills up the whole shape. And it's really awesome for things like vellum. And you can't even see them. You can't even see the sticky dots on the vellum once you put it down. So I really love using these sticky dots. Also by Thermal Web for gluing down vellum. I'm just going to add a little bit of twine over here in the side, and that's about it. I do add in a journaling tag. Oh, I forgot to put, I haven't put my title on yet. I do add in a little journaling tag at the top. I'm sorry, a date label at the top underneath where it says yay, and I added that in afterwards with the date. These are alphas from Bella Boulevard from the Illustrated Faith line. I love them. They're a great size. They're not too big. They're not too small. Now, it's funny because this package of alphas looks completely white when you're holding it in your hands, but when I put it on my background paper, it almost looked gray. And like just looking at it away from the background paper, it doesn't look gray at all. But that's okay. It's actually, I think it stands out a little bit better than if it were completely white. So that's it, and I'm going to show some close-ups here in a minute, I think. Anytime now. How about now? Nope. What am I doing? Oh, I'm looking. I do show my label sticker. There. Oh, that's a package of from Fancy Pants. Oh my gosh, I love this pack of label shapes. I use it all the time. You've probably seen them on some of my other videos. All right, there we go. There's my finished page. I'm really happy with how this painted background came out. Something different for a change. So thanks so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon.